In the 1940s, the streets of Toronto were teeming with activity, and the Toronto Zoo were bringing in rare animals from Africa, attracting tourists from the nearby boroughs and districts, and putting Toronto on the map as a tourist attraction. Toronto was positioning itself to be a leader in the financial community of Canada in the 1940s. On a rebound from the Great Depression, Toronto in the 40s was torn at one end of the dissonance of the tragic Holocaust and the dawn of a new world order. It was an era dominated by war. In 1945, the war ended, and the streets of Toronto erupted in celebration, bringing home the boys from Europe. It was a time of picking up the pieces while forging new ground in technology. At the early stages of computers, nuclear power, and jet propulsion, Toronto was experimenting with them all. It was the end of the golden age of swing, and jazz, as we know it, was slowly coming to the forefront. When new clubs were popping up all over the city, like in 1947, the Silver Rail at Yonge and Shuter began hosting some of the jazz greats like Ella Fitzgerald, Tony Bennett, and our own Oscar Peterson. Superstars like Bob Hope and Bing Crosby would drop by to have a drink after their appearances. The city was growing and the power was needed to keep it growing. So on January the 18th, 1949, Toronto Hydro moved from 25 to 60 cycles to meet the growing power needs of the city. And most of that power was coming from Niagara Falls. The decade ended in tragedy. On September 17, 1949, when the SS Nordic burned in front of our eyes in the Toronto harbor, while firefighters frantically tried to put out the flames. At the end of it all, 118 souls perished that day. That was the end of the 1940s in the city of Toronto.